One unused can from the parliament breach was sent for forensic analysis, and according to the investigators, they suspect that phosphorus or phosphate-based chemical was used to spread the yellow gas inside the chamber. Now, according to the intel sources, these were the latest information that we have been informed to CNN News 18 that the act of intrusion doesn't appear to be innocuous protest. So these are the latest details that we have been getting in. These are the latest details that one unused can from the parliament breach was sent for forensic analysis, and according to the investigators, a particular kind of chemical was used to spread the yellow gas inside the chamber. Now, Arunima continues to stay with us on the broadcast. Arunima, what more details do we have about this particular unused can that was actually sent for more analysis?
So we are told a total 7 cans were used. 5 were used outside when Neelam and Amol carried out their protest or their stunt on the Transport Bhavan side. 2 cans were smuggled inside by Sagar and Manoranjan, which was hidden inside their shoe. The sole of the shoe was specially altered so that these canisters could be hidden inside.
Right.
What was that yellow smoke? That is a big question that has been getting answer. Ojla, the MP who was, who caught one of the intruders, even yesterday, which is more than 24 hours later, he still had that yellow stain on his hand and there was a stench of chemical coming in from his hand. So it looks like it wasn't normal paint or normal color. Intelligence agencies and investigating agencies, and it's a joint investigation that is going on by Delhi police and others are involved. They are suspecting that this could be phosphorus or a phosphate-based chemical, and they're worried that if this chemical, you get an exposure, a lot of exposure to phosphorus, you could suffer blisters or even burn injuries. So was the, quadrant aware of what they were using, the kind of chemical they were using? Was the ultimate purpose to cause some kind of a bodily harm to the members of parliament? These are big questions that are being asked, and repeatedly investigators are pointing out to the credentials of Manoranjan. He's a Bachelor of Engineering degree holder, and they suspect that he was well aware of the chemicals and their potentials and how they can be put together. The fact that these chemicals were brought in all the way from Maharashtra, from Latur to Kurla, and then from Kurla to Delhi, why was so much of effort taken to smuggle this specific kind of canister is also part of investigation right now.
Right. Arunima, help us also understand what specific aspect of the prime accused actions are being, taken into consideration for analysis and investigation by the authorities on board.
See, 2-3 things. This was not like an ordinary protest where some youngsters decided that they wanted to make their voice heard, so they decided to do a publicity stunt.
Right.
Proper planning, proper recce went into it. Security's, soft underbelly, that shoes were not checked. That was also highlighted by Manoranjan and Sagar when they came in for the recce in the last budget session, in the last session of Parliament. Then the way these canisters were procured, when I asked the question to the investigators if these are not off-the-shelf kind of canisters which can be bought at any store, the reply was that this has been specifically brought in from Maharashtra. We're not ruling this out, but police is investigating. They're labeling them as urban Naxal. Radical ultra-left ideology is what they are calling it. So they are trying to ascertain if this was a well thought out plan, well recce, and they were the only people who were involved or they were getting guidance from somewhere else. Manoranjan's role is definitely something that they are very keenly looking at, given the fact that his educational degrees and the way he's facing interrogators is showing that he's highly radicalized.